Hey everybody, Target Pistol Guy. Thank you so much for visiting today. I have something a little bit different, so this is not going to be, obviously, you can already tell, a Target Pistol video, but I had recently purchased the Traditions NitroFire Muzzleloader that uses the Federal Fire Stick. I'm not even going to call it ammunition, but powder charges. That's a lot of different branding, NitroFire and Fire Stick. And it was released last year at SHOT Show to a lot of fanfare and sort of maybe even controversy in the muzzleloading world because it's so different. And I hadn't seen anything out there that wasn't either by or promoted or supported by the people who sell these. So I wanted to offer as close to a non-biased opinion of this from just your average Joe, whitetail muzzleloader, sort of novice, I guess, hunter. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you the shooting first because that's fun. And I am then going to kind of give you my opinion on what I think about it. So this was shot in the morning. I'm giving you a big old thumbs up there. I'm going to start off, and what's going to end up happening is I'm going to shoot 5 shots with the Federal. I don't even know if it's the power belt is what it's called, but it's the sort of big bullet that has the plastic, belt behind it. I had some issues with that in terms of accuracy, and then I switched over to the Smackdown, which is made by Tradition. So there I am. I'm showing you, you put your 209 primer in this powder charge that loads from the rear, and it feels almost like a single action rifle. The charge itself resembles that of a shotgun. So in the tradition of non-traditional, I ended up putting my red dot. I just took this red dot. This is what used to be on my Pardini bullseye pistol, and just slapped it on there because I think muzzle loaders with red dots are kind of funny. So here I'm going to go ahead and take the first shot, and then we'll talk about what happened. And then I'll show you the targets at the end. So there we go. I'm using the 120 grain charge. Felt good. I checked it out. It was a high right 10, so I was already center of the target. My target blew over, so this next shot is going to be a shot that was taken on the 100-yard steel because I figured, hey, I'm touching the 10. I'm using a non-magnified optic, so that's not bad for starting off the day. So I went ahead, closed her up, and then I'm going to take a shot here at some steel. It's a handsome looking, quote, muzzleloader, unquote.
I'm going to shoot for the small one.
That was a miss. So at first I thought, well, maybe I just, didn't do my part. I'm a pretty accomplished, that's kind of braggy, but like I'm a good pistol shooter. And I've never really ever had issues with rifles. So I went out, picked up my target that fell down, came back, loaded her up, and then I'm taking my third shot. At this point, I really haven't I made one minor adjustment. Shot it. Trigger felt nice. And what ended up happening, I take my binos out here, and my shot was a good 7 inches to the right at 50 yards of my first shot, which was touching the 10 ring of a B8 target. So maybe you can register my disappointment while I'm looking through my binos. So I made an adjustment, not a big one. Fired again. And I was back on the 10 ring, really the X ring, I think. So then I'm like, all right, sweet. Time to confirm 0. Call this a day. But then that shot was far right again. I don't, Well, the downside of this gun, and I'll I have my opinion here at the end, but the downside of this muzzleloader is clearly expense. The gun itself. Look at that. I'm like, what in the heck? Probably gonna take another peek. So the downside of this gun is expense. The gun itself is expensive. And it comes with like nothing. It doesn't come with any sights. It doesn't come with a rail. The rod stinks. You got to buy basically everything from Traditions. The ammo is super expensive and hard to find. If you can find it in the lead up to muzzleloader season. Primers are easy to find. So here we go. This is a smackdown, shooting on a different target. It is a pleasant gun to shoot. And it shoots a variety of different loads. I don't think I'll be ever using the power belt Federal fancy pants bullets ever again. But it is an enjoyable muzzleloader to shoot. And the advantages are there over sort of like a percussion or a traditional flintlock gun because, at the end of the day, I just take my little powder charge out like I would any single action gun. You can leave your bullet in or you can push it out the front. Second shot with the smackdown. So to that, that's good, right? And safe. I think a lot of it comes down to why you're going to go into the woods, I don't like to, LARP Davy Crockett. I like to use the week of muzzleloader season to do my best job possible. I'm not necessarily sure that this is the best tool for the job. I think this is the last shot on paper at 50, and then I shoot. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is my steel shot. So at the end of the video, I offer I'll walk you through the targets and the impacts and the final, my final opinion. But I think you kind of already know what direction it's headed.
All right.
Yeah, hitting some steel. Now, just for giggles, now here is the one downside of owning this, and see if you just spotted the mistake I made. So right now I'm loading my father's and now mine Thompson Center White Mountain carbine. What stupid mistake am I in the process of making that I'm about, oh God, this is embarrassing, that I'm about ready to realize. Wait for it. Wait. Oh, it's sinking in. I just did a bad thing. So because I have been loading the NitroFire, I, out of habit, put my bullet in to my Thompson Center Percussion without putting the powder in first. So after getting the little doohickey, pulling the bullet out and loading it, here we go, shooting the good old-fashioned percussion gun. Ooh, a little bit of delay. That powder was old.
A little high.
And it was high. But not too high. So I said, I was just going to take a shot at 100, because I think I remember sighting this thing in at 100 with better powder. Boom.
100 yards. Smoke it.
Smoke it.
Hey everybody, sorry for the wind. I'm just going to go ahead and walk you through the shots with the NitroFire and what I had with different loads. All right, so this was my first shot out of the NitroFire, just mounting my red dot, which was previously on a 22 pistol. Felt pretty good about it. Made a slight adjustment to the left and low. Second shot was way over here. This is 50 yards, by the way. Way over here. Confused, befuddled, whatever you want to call it. So I didn't make really any adjustments, and obviously because the powder chargers are encapsulated, I couldn't attribute it to powder. Yes, my bullet was seated all the way against the shelf. Fired second shot. That was my second shot. Fired that was my third shot. Fired my fourth shot was out here, so it kept kind of like doing this. And I did take a shot. After I shot this one, I was just like, screw it, I'm going to make an adjustment, shoot my 100 steel, see what happens. Missed it. So I guess in reality, first shot, 100, because this target fell down because it blew over. 100 was a miss. Brought the target back up. Third shot, fourth shot, fifth shot, and that's with making minor adjustments. So I don't love the Federal, what's it called, like power belt. Don't think I'll be using that again. Switching over, I went to the smackdown with the NitroFire, and smackdown with the NitroFire, and I'm using a red dot, so some of this air is obviously going to be mine, but it is on sandbags, and you saw the shooting. First shot, second shot, third shot. Actually, first shot, second shot, third shot. So nice little group with it. Or not nice, but it's a group. Made an adjustment, came down here. I guess I called, with the no magnification and just a red dot. I felt, man, that's as good a center as I think I'm going to get. It's not a Kimber 82. Took aim on the smallest steel target out there, hit it center, so feel pretty good. So I would not recommend the Federal power belt. I mean, your mileage may vary. This is just for me going into the season. I'll probably just stick to the smackdown. And I did use my Thompson Center White Mountain carbine, which is my father's muzzleloader, and first shot here, and then so it's high at 50, and then it was on at 100. I only had just a Percussion muzzleloader, so I went ahead and purchased the newfangled muzzleloader. Can't recommend it for someone who's got an inline. It's really, really expensive. The ammunition is expensive and may not exist in the future, so you're taking a little bit of a risk there. I like novelty, so I picked it up. I also like being able to easily unload my gun at the end of the day. So if you're just working with a traditional flintlock or a Percussion and you think you want something, take a look at it. Just realize, you're taking a little bit of risk and it's going to be significantly more expensive than an inline. I'm not sure that it offers a whole lot of advantage over the inline. So that's just my 2 cents. I don't have any dog in the fight. I'm just a guy who spent money on guns and is trying to give back a little bit. Hope all is well. This is a target pistol channel, so if you like target pistols, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Yeah, it went.
I mean, I hit the
Probably off
target.
the leg of the